Stalker, where are you going?
I'm headed to your base, believe it or not. Gotta check something.
I can't allow strangers into the base given the circumstances. Is Captain St.K.E.R expecting you?
Let's find out.
Everyone, stay put. Now. Come and get me! You're entering Ward territory, Stalker. You have no business being here, you hear me? Turn around and get lost.
I've got a permit from Colonel Korshunov.
Are we hiring stalkers now, too? Whatever. As long as you can help. Come on in. The commander's in the main building. We've got an infirmary there now.
I would not recommend doubling the dosage. These medications have a cumulative...
Captain, do it.
This is not the wisest course of action.
Expecting any help from you wasn't the wisest course of action. You've been here for 2 weeks and my men are only getting worse.
Sometimes we have to let the patient get a little worse in order to figure out what's wrong with him. I have the situation firmly in hand.
That's what worries me. S.T.A.L.K.E.R promised me the best expert in the field. Where is he? Who's going to tell me what happened to my men?
I am. But it'll take time. Have some patience, Captain. Your doctor has all the medications we need, and my devices are monitoring the situation. You will be the first to know.
Unless I lose my marbles myself first. That's it. I'm done waiting. You're dismissed, Doc. Stalker? How did you get in here?
One of your men is a rat.
One of my men? Bullshit.
I intercepted a message about a plot to sabotage Icarus. It was sent over an old frequency, a monolithian one. Just like the PDA the traitor used to communicate.
If it's old, we can trace it. I bet it's Krivenko. He puts his shitty gadgets all over the place, thinking we'd never put 2 and 2 together. All right, here's the plan. I'll send my soldiers for a walk around the camp, just in case. You get rid of the antennas. They'll jam any direction finder.
All right, we have a deal.
Make it quick. Who knows what the hell these antennas are supposed to do?
Stalker at Icarus. These are desperate times indeed. How are you feeling? Any headaches? Dizziness, perhaps? I wish I had the proper equipment to read your Psi signature. Given the circumstances, it never hurts to have a control sample.
I've been informed that there's a traitor in the ward. He probably has Monolith connections. Can you help me find him?
Monolith? Impossible. I would have noticed for sure. But if you insist, let's run another check. I'll need up-to-date readings from the scanning antennas in order to find your traitor. Unless, of course, you are just imagining him. That's the order of the day around here.
Deal. I'll get your data.
It's a pleasure working with you, Stalker. Here's a recording device. Tell me if you start feeling unwell. Remember, I'm here to help.
Hey, this spot's mine. It's easier to breathe here. Just don't tell anybody, okay? I'm not telling anyone. And you don't tell anyone about this spot either.
Turn back. This is a restricted facility. Nobody's allowed in. That's an order. Well, looks like Krivenko's got himself a new assistant. Those psychos from the Institute.
I got all 3 reports. Laugh if you want, Stalker, but it seems like you were right. Icarus may indeed be exposed to the influence from outside.
Have you found the traitor?
Not exactly, but I did find an interesting disturbance in the Psi field, here in the camp. So much for the much-vaunted ward. I remember Senkevich puffing out his chest when he said his most trusted man, S.T.A.L.K.E.R, had checked everything and that the threat was clearly coming from outside camp. Follow these coordinates. I'll have security let you in. If the thing beneath Icarus is what I think it is, I want you to leave it alone, but make sure you get a reading from it. How did it go?
Not bad. I found a strange device.
Just as I thought. That, my friend, is a Psi beacon. Old monolith technology, with a few recent modifications.
So it was altered? How?
Based on what I can see right off the bat, the power has been reduced, but the frequency range has been significantly expanded. And whoever made the modifications knew exactly what they were doing. I'll have to make some adjustments to my preliminary calculations. Was there anything else, Stalker?
How did the Psi beacon end up there?
How does anything end up anywhere? Someone put it there. If the signatures I have read with your assistance are to be believed, this one was put there by Lieutenant S.T.A.L.K.E.R. The same S.T.A.L.K.E.R. who was supposed to check the underground area on Sienkiewicz's orders. Korshunov's gonna have a long talk with the captain, I'm sure.
Get to the point.
It's pretty simple. Lieutenant S.T.A.L.K.E.'s Psi signature is nearly identical to those we have taken from the former Monolithians. Can you believe it?
Do you know where the lieutenant is?
I can take a guess. My colleagues at Echo Station are doing similar research, and they picked up an interesting signature recently. I didn't think much of it before. There are lots of people roaming the swamps after all. But now I know who it is. It's a good thing Circa expeditions are always accompanied by a security detail. I believe S.T.A.L.K.E.R. will be detained soon. Still, you'd better hurry up.
Happiness requires sacrifice. I know you understand. I had to do it. He's right. You're a scientist. You have to understand me. The small must not stand in the way of the great.
Why did you turn against your own men? What did they promise you?
Acceptance. Purpose. Not the false purpose of the ward. A real purpose. Happiness.
What are you talking about? Who is he?
Have you ever felt needed? Like you're not alone anymore? I never have. Not until he spoke to me.
Lieutenant, wake up. I've got something that'll help you come to your senses.
I don't want to wake up Stalker. I want to go to him. I want to be happy again. He went silent. And then those rats from S.T.A.L.K.E.R didn't want to reach you in the antenna. I had to do it. Don't you understand? I'm almost done, Stalker. I'm sorry, but I can't leave any witnesses.
tenacious one, soldier. Ruthless, too. There are no better qualities for those who walk his path. You've earned the right to live once more. On a ship bound to nowhere is a guide who's trying to stay sky. Once you get there, you'll never be alone again. Come to me.
Put down the gun.
Why is Beard here? All my buddies are over there.
Easy, Kroger. We're dealing with it.
Before you can deal with something,
It sure feels nice here
you
now.
need to deal with yourself first.
Like home. Where's Beard been all this time?
I heard he's been hanging out with Degtyaryov in Pripyat. They go way back, ever since Deggy first came to the zone.
Whoa. So why'd he come back?
I'm Beard.
No clue.
I've been the captain of this rust bucket for a year now. I used to be in charge of the Skadovsk. That's what we used to call her back in the day. Been 7 years. But I remember it like it was yesterday. Yeah, I can fill you in on the rest of the story later, or the guys are gonna get weird about it. We all lost the Skadovsk, but not everyone wants to bring it up. Good hunting.
Got a gig that paid real good. For Kalina.
Well, look what the cat dragged in. We've got guests in our swamp. I'm sorry, I mean their swamp. It belongs to those paragons of clean living, of course. What can I do for you?
I'm looking for a guide to Clear Sky. Can you help me?
Wanna hear a story? Nah, don't answer. I'm gonna tell you anyways. I've just had about enough for a little tale. I used to be a guide. It's true. I figured I was leading people around the zone. Turns out I was lying through my teeth to myself. I thought I knew it all. I thought I could take anyone, anywhere. What kind of mistakes does a stalker make, huh? You can mess up your detector, you lose your loot. With guides, it's a different story. Especially when the zone wants to put them in their place. You dig?
Yes, I understand.
Yeah. I knew you'd get it. There were 3 of them. I still remember their names, where they were going, and everything that happened to them. I can't forget it. I wish I could, but I just can't. I had the trust of the zone, and I betrayed it. Ruined it along with the people who had trusted me. And until I become a true guide, someone who knows the zone for real, someone who the zone loves for real, I'm not taking you anywhere. You need Nimble. I hear he's been to Clear Sky a couple of times. He's a good guide, and he's not a bad guy either. Don't ask him about the Snorgas mask he wears on his shoulder, though. Right now, Nimble is taking Trapper on a hunt. The Sultan splurged on the best hunter to shoot the local fauna. I sent you their coordinates. Maybe you can work something out.
You guys are hysterical. Okay, I got what to do. 2 stalkers are riding the Ferris wheel in Pripyat, munching on... He says, just look at this lush scenery. And you didn't think we could handle that controller.
all my game away. You're making more noise than a pseudo-giant. Get to the observation post on the double, and quit stomping around like that.
Hey, trying to ruin my hunt, are you?
I hear you used to work with Nimble. I'm looking for him.
Yeah, I did. He wasn't much help, though. I sent him to a snork cave. All he had to do was hit a button, but I haven't heard any explosions yet. The bastard sure was glad to get his pay up front. Now I remember why they called him Nimble.
Can you give me the coordinates to the cave? I'll try looking for him.
What's the point? He's already drinking away the Sultan's advance somewhere. Sure, you can have it. Quiet! Did you hear that?
What?
The creature's here! Come on, grab your biggest gun. This is gonna be one hell of a hunt.
What the...
you are, Stalker. But you best run.
That was a little too close. I thought it was game over for sure.
Clear. Skybase.
You good now, bro? That's what I thought. 2 close calls in a minute. Not cool. Orcs, man. You were asking about clear sky. What do you want to know?
The night back at the old bridge, you stole my scanner and gave me a hell of a headache.
That's horrible, man. I ain't been back at the old bridge in a long time. There's all fast, man. I'm just a guide. I was only showing the way, all right?
Yeah? To monolithians.
It was a run-of-the-mill job where the customer's kind of shady, all obsessed with a monolith and but I'm not in the business of killing stalkers.
But you are in the business with Faust.
Ain't that bad. Maybe a couple of screws loose, but here in the zone, don't exactly make him unique. Although, that whole blind thing, I think it's a crock of shit.
That's a pretty stupid take. Any others?
Oh yeah, lots. You patch me up and I'll share everything.
Stop pretending and get up.
Sure. Ask away. I'll tell you whatever you want, then I'm out of here. I'm fucking done. Finita la comedia. Fucking swamps, man. I gotta deal with some bullshit every single time.
How do I get to Clear Sky?
I saved your life once, and now I just might save it again. Don't go there. Steer clear of that place.
I should have shot you after all.
Fine. If you want to die, be my guest. Here's a map. Professor Kalinchab set up some defenses when you left Clear Sky. You can't get through without this map. There are beacons on the map. You have to calibrate 4 of them to your signal. Then, you can get through the ruins in the swamps and into Clear Sky. Any other questions?
How do those beacons work?
Professor Kalinchab mentioned something about them affecting the controlled anomalous psi field there on the Clear Sky base. But I never got into that stuff, even though I used to hang out with those Clear Sky scientists. If it works, good. If it doesn't, screw it. The point is, you can't get to Clear Sky without the map, and you have to recalibrate the beacons. Otherwise, you'll wander around the ruins until the cows come home. Unless you're Faust. Screw him.
Who is this Kalancha guy?
A scientist. Very smart guy. He was a Clear Sky too. He knew things were going south. He's the one who gave me the map and told me all about the beacons. Then he took off without even saying goodbye. I guess he just couldn't stick around that base anymore. Not after everything that went down. I get it. Whatever Faust is doing there, at Clear Sky, it's like robbing a grave. A mass grave.
So what happened at the Clear Sky base?
We went to the center of the zone to stop S.T.A.L.K.E.R. And I was the only one who made it back. You ever go back home just to find a place deserted and destroyed?
Yes.
Then you know there are some things you just can't fix.
All right. You're free to go.
I wouldn't go anywhere near that place if I were you. But I get the feeling you ain't gonna listen. I met a guy once who was as stubborn as you. He had a big-ass scar across his whole face, and crazy eyes, just like yours. How does the zone even find guys like you? I ain't gonna wish you luck. You don't need it. So I, hope we never meet again.
You're here somewhere.
Scanner is yours. I need to say my goodbyes. Farewell to our great past. Enemies, yes, but united by faith in one idea. For your kind, it was the wish granter. For us, the monolith. It spoke in many tongues, but everyone heard only what they wanted to hear. Repentance. Forgiveness. Not a chance. After a decade of silence, only hatred remains. The monolith has abandoned us to make us understand. Being alive does not mean